All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Ethen Ostroff. I am a personal injury lawyer. Hopefully, you're a personal injury lawyer, but hopefully, you never need a personal injury lawyer. I work outside of the Philadelphia area, and today we are going to talk about what types of personal injury cases pay you the most. But before I get there, make sure to hit that subscribe button, follow along, where I'll make sure that your future personal injury case is protected. So, what types of personal injury cases, or for that matter, injury cases in general, pay the most? Now, I'm going to talk about a couple of different categories here, and I'm going to talk about some things that are really important to think about with this type, okay? Number one, how serious are the injuries? And number two, what type of insurance do we have? Number two is typically the most important one, but without the injuries, it doesn't really matter how much insurance is available. So we'll start with number two, how much insurance is available. I'm going to give you two different scenarios. Let's say that you're driving on the highway and you get slammed onto the side, someone merges into you, throws you off of a cliff, okay? Let's say that you break every single bone in your body. Now, in fact pattern one, let's pretend that that was just an individual driver, okay? You exit that car accident, you're handicapped for life. The damages are obvious. You survived, but now you have to have tons of different kinds of medical treatment. People need a caretake for you. The damages, and by damages, I mean your pain and suffering and the long-lasting things you have to go through, are extremely extensive, okay? In the personal car situation, let's say that it was just your, average Toyota Camry that slammed into you. That Toyota Camry, if they have a minimal policy and you don't have something called underinsured motorist coverage, guess what? It does not matter how hurt you are. The only amount of money that you will recover is what's available from the third party. So insurance here is a problem, but the damages are not a problem. Now let's pretend that that was a tractor trailer for Walmart. Walmart, I'm not going to say they have unlimited insurance, but they have pretty close to it. They may have a 10, 20, 30, 50, $100 million policy that you basically can tap into as much as you need. If they don't pay you that whole policy, then you're going to take them to trial and you're going to get paid on that whole policy, okay? So if the insurance is there, then if the damages are there, you're paralyzed, you broke every bone in your body, but you survive, then you have a extremely valuable personal injury case. So I hope that you are not hurt enough to have a multi-million-dollar case. My clients always say that they wish they had their health over their newfound wealth. But if you get hit, it really does depend, in the car crash scenario, whether there's enough insurance to compensate you for the injuries that you're going through. That's part one, damages. Part two, insurance. Now, that's the basics here. There are other types of cases that are worth more, but that's a bigger group of people. Say a mass tort. Let's say that there was a product like, for example, Roundup, weed killer, is put on the market and millions of people get cancer or get affected by this specific thing. In that circumstance, there's a mass tort. A giant group of people have access to a giant pile of money. It just has to be split up. So mass torts on the whole are probably the most valuable, but individually, you might recover a piece of that whole. So really what it comes down to, the most valuable cases are where the damages are extensive and there's enough insurance to properly compensate you. Thanks so much for joining us today. Click that subscribe button and follow along for more personal injury content where I will make sure your future personal injury case is protected. Thank you.